Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Storylines Explained. To this episode, we'll be looking at the story of Dead Space. I said to myself, now that this version of the game is being remade, why not take a look at the story of the game? Before the starting video, I must say that we have lots of spoil in this video. So if you have no problem with this matter, then let's get into the video. Dead Space is a 2008 survival horror video game developed by EA Redwood Shores and published by Electronic Arts. It was released for PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and Microsoft Windows as the debut entry in the Dead Space series, set on a mining spaceship overrun by deadly monsters called necromorphs following the discovery of an artifact called the Marker. The player controls engineer Isaac Clarke as he navigates the spaceship and fights the necromorphs while struggling with growing psychosis. Gameplay has Isaac exploring different areas through its narrative, solving environmental puzzles, and finding ammunition and equipment to survive. Dead Space was pitched in early 2006, with an early prototype running on Xbox. Creator Glenn Schofield wanted to make the most frightening horror game he could imagine, drawing inspiration from the video game Resident Evil 4 and films including Event Horizon and Solaris. The team pushed for innovation and realism in their design, ranging from procedural enemy placement to removing HUD elements. The sound design was a particular focus during production, with the score by Jason Graves designed to evoke tension and unease. Dead Space debuted to slow sales, but eventually sold over 1 million copies worldwide. Critics praised its atmosphere, gameplay, and sound design. It won and was nominated for multiple industry awards and has been ranked by journalists as one of the greatest video games ever made. The series spawned 2 numbered sequels, several spin-off titles, and other related media, including a comic book prequel and an animated film. A remake is currently in development by EA's Motive Studios and set for release in 2023. Dead Space is a science fiction action horror video game. Players take on the role of Isaac Clarke, controlling him through a third-person perspective. Players navigate level-based sections of the spaceship Ishimura, completing narrative-driven missions, solving physics puzzles within the environment, and fighting monsters dubbed necromorphs. In the vacuum, Isaac has a limited air supply, which can be replenished by finding air tanks within the environment. Some areas are subject to zero-G, with both Isaac and specific enemy types able to jump between surfaces. These areas have dedicated puzzles. During exploration of the Ishimura, Isaac finds ammunition, health pickups, and nodes that are used to both unlock special doors and upgrade weapons in Isaac's suit. At certain points in the ship, Isaac can access a store to buy supplies and ammunition. Isaac can use a navigation line to find the next mission objective. Isaac can stomp to break supply crates and attack enemies, and punch to kill smaller enemies and repel larger ones. 2 more abilities unlocked during the game are kinesis, which can move or pull objects in the environment, and stasis, which slows movement for a limited time. All gameplay displays are diegetic, appearing in world as holographic projections. Isaac's health and energy levels are displayed on the back of his suit, and ammunition count appears when weapons are raised. All information displays, control prompts, pickups, video calls, the game map, inventory, storefronts appear as holographic displays. While the player is browsing menus, time in the game does not pause. While exploring, Isaac must fight necromorphs, which appear from vents or awaken from corpses scattered throughout the ship. The various types of necromorphs have different abilities and require altered tactics to defeat. Depending on how they are wounded, necromorphs can adopt new stances and tactics, such as sprouting new limbs or giving birth to new enemies. Isaac can access multiple weapons to combat the necromorph, which can only be killed by severing their limbs. To do this, Isaac uses weapons designed for cutting. The initial weapon is picked up during the first level, while others can be crafted using blueprints discovered in different levels. Workbenches found in levels can be used by Isaac to increase the power or other attributes of his weapons and suit. Beating the game unlocks New Game Plus, which gives Isaac access to a new outfit, extra credits and equipment, as well as new video and audio logs. It also unlocks a higher difficulty setting. Isaac arrives at Aegis 7 on the Kellyan with Kendra and Hammond. During the journey, Isaac has been repeatedly watching a video message from Nicole. A docking malfunction crashes the Kellion into the Ishimura's landing bay, and the ship's quarantine is broken. Necromorphs kill all the Kellion crew but Isaac, Kendra, and Hammond. Isaac navigates the ship, restoring systems and finding parts with which to repair the ship so that they may escape. They almost succeed, but the Kellion is destroyed in a further malfunction. During these events, all 3 survivors begin experiencing escalating symptoms of psychosis and dementia, ranging from hallucinations to paranoia. During his exploration, Isaac learns through audio and video logs about the ship's presence and necromorph invasion. The Ishimura's illegal mining operation on Aegis 7, which was designated off-limits by the Earth government, was meant to find the red marker for the Church of Unitology. The Aegis 7 colony was almost entirely wiped out by mass psychosis triggered by the marker, causing killings and suicides. The marker was brought aboard the Ishimura, along with survivors and bodies from the colony. A combination of the marker's influence, factional fighting, and the emerging necromorph invasion resulted in the deaths of nearly everyone aboard. Isaac finds the 2 remaining survivors of the Ishimura crew, Dr. Terrence Kine, who has abandoned his belief in unitology, and Dr. Chalice Mercer, who has gone insane and worships the necromorphs. Despite Isaac's efforts, Hammond is killed by a necromorph, and Mercer allows himself to be transformed by them. Another ship, the Valor, arrives and is infected through an Ishimura escape pod containing a necromorph. Records show that the Valor was dispatched to remove all traces of the Ishimura's presence. Kendra kills Kine before revealing her Earth government allegiance, as the deranged Kine threatened to return the marker to the necromorphs controlling hive mind on the planet. The marker was left on Aegis 7 as part of an experiment, and Earth now wants it retrieved. Reunited with Nicole, Isaac sabotages Kendra's attempt to escape the Ishimura, then returns the marker to Aegis 7, neutralizing the necromorphs and initiating Aegis 7's collapse. Kendra retrieves the marker and reveals to Isaac that his encounters with Nicole were hallucinations created by the marker to return it to the hive mind. Nicole's message had ended with her committing suicide to avoid becoming a necromorph. Kendra is then killed by the awoken hive mind before she can escape with the marker. After killing the hive mind, Isaac leaves on Kendra's shuttle as both Aegis 7 and the marker are destroyed. In the shuttle, a distraught Isaac mourns Nicole and is then attacked by a violent hallucination of her. And that's it. I hope that it gave you a good information about Dead Space. But if you enjoyed this video, then leave a like and subscribe to the channel to support me. Leave a comment down below with your thoughts. As always, until next time, take it easy.